KoeKoe, have I mentioned how handsome I think you are?
My handsome boy.
Who is this?
My bad, my bad.
What's up? No, not my bad. Like, what the f is that?
What the f is what?
Damn!
I keep forgetting to change that My bad.
Is this Mr. Krabs is you?
There's context.
Well, what is it exactly? It's you, but it's like, what is he
Mr.
doing?
Krabs, he's holding on to his saggy titties,
Mr. Krabs
dude.
with his big naturals, his big saggy naturals. You like what you see, bud?
I can't. Wait, who's the victim? Can I be a victim?
Do you want to be the victim?
Yeah, I've never been a victim before.
You can choose all the way down here. You can't watch without the top 3. Okay, Shocks, come here. You have to come here. You're gonna be the judge.
Wait, can I be? Well, if we have somebody else, can I be the victim again?
Yeah.
I really want to be the victim.
Yes, I'm Judge Shocks, the Honorable Judge Shock.
Judge, I'm a victim, and I've been wronged.
Okay, this is my client, this astronaut over here.
Wait, I should be the astronaut. Okay, I see how this goes.
All right, Shart Williams is accused of domestic terrorism in the 5th degree at 7-Eleven.
Bro, you got a terrorist?
All right, so Shart Williams is accused.
Wait, this is connected to Twitch?
Wait, you think there's terrorists?
No way.
No
way.
Connect my Twitch. I was wondering
we can connect to Twitch so they can.
Shart Williams, were you there on September 9th, 2001? Wait, that's the wrong day.
Oh, wait a minute. I know that date. I have to take my shoes off because of that day at the airport.
Shart Williams, answer.
You're his lawyer. He doesn't know what to say.
You can answer the question.
Can I be both?
He was not there.
Can I do both?
All right, well, you guys do
All
this.
right, I'm
Honorable Judge
presenting my
Shocks is gonna read the
evidence.
rules.
What are you saying to me right now?
Crush can last of a wild night. Oh man, your client got drunk.
This is an open and closed case, if you ask
Stalker.
me. Okay, if you're trying to say this guy isn't a terrorism, why the f is his credit score so fucking low? He got declined for a coffee. This tells me that this guy's desperate. He's looking for an out, and that out means taking down everyone with him. On the day of September, guys, I keep forgetting the day.
Whoa, dull
And
knife.
look at this. He was found with a dull knife on him. This guy was crazy. He purposefully dulled the knife to like stab everyone with ultra hatred. Like, you know how hard it is to like penetrate flesh with a dull knife? This guy was killing people for the love of the game. And this piece of evidence, it cements it that this guy's a freak of nature. And on top of that, he believed in the higher spiritual realm. And he was there at the Bohemian Grove witnessing the endless eclipse. That's right, everyone.
All right, you know what? The prosecution is out of line.
Whoa.
So, here, Shart Williams did not cause any domestic terrorism in the 5th degree at 7-Eleven or decapitate the Buc-ee's mascot head. You want to know why? First thing, crushed can. He was obviously drinking like crazy and drinking so much, obviously he wouldn't be a Buc-ee's fan. All right, so he didn't decapitate anybody's head. In an explosion in the distance that happened so far away, if it's happening in the distance and my client is at the Buc-ee's game, how the f is he near that explosion? All right, so maybe he did decapitate the head, but that shows he wasn't near the explosion. But he also has a little belt. That's
Defense,
it.
do you know what Buc-ee's is?
Isn't that like the character in Marvel?
I know my rights. I don't need to answer that.
Bro, that's the judge, you dumbass. So I was walking, and then I stepped out of my trailer because, you know, I'm a movie producer. And as soon as I heard the explosion, I looked to my left, and then I saw a person. It seemed like the shadow of a bald head. As soon as I saw them start running, I knew something happened. So I went to go look, and I saw huge graffiti art, beautiful graffiti art that says, and I quote, "I'm a terrorist." And then I called the police.
Did you see the defense make the graffiti?
I didn't see them make it. I just saw them running away.
Can you describe the person who was fleeing the scene?
It was the shadow of a bald man.
Mr. Witness, Coefficient, can you take a look at my client here? You could see wearing the astronaut helmet. Can you take a look?
Yeah, that's
Does
him.
he look like a dumbass?
What's 9 plus 10?
He told me it was 4.
You know, I don't think he went to school.
Exactly. And not being at school and not going to school, he has no education nor the ability to write or read. You said you saw a letter containing "I'm a terrorist" written on there. He cannot. He doesn't know how to write anything.
Am I
Thank
done here? I need to keep producing my movie.
This is the witness for the defense. This is the President of the United States. Defense, you may begin.
Wait, what is happening?
Hey, where's the president? He's here?
I'm right here. No need to look any further. I'm right here. Let me tell you something about this courtroom. It is the best courtroom I've ever seen.
Have you met any idiots in your lifetime?
I've met many idiots in my lifetime. I'm not one of them, but I met many of them.
Mr. President, also, my client does not have the ability to read and write. Can he still somehow make it to possibly work for you one day?
Absolutely. You don't need to read or write to work for me. As far as I can tell, you can relate to a lot of people that I work with. So come on over, Mr. Shart.
Shart.
Beautiful name.
Did you present any evidence whatsoever?
Of course. My brain.
Did you witness anything? All you said was that
I
he was a
witnessed this beautiful
man.
man being beautiful and smart.
But okay, but like where?
How dare you strike the
This guy's
president?
sundowning, Your Honor.
What is sundowning? Sounds like the things I do in the morning.
Object. Concert ticket torn to shreds. As you can see, despite this man being illiterate, he was trying very hard to tear up a parking ticket, but instead he accidentally tore up a concert ticket, and to his horror, he missed front row seat tickets to see one guy.
Action!
What?
All she's doing is proving my client actually is an idiot.
Oh,
You can work for me anytime. I will replace that concert
Okay,
ticket.
So let's see. This guy's poor, got nothing like going for him. His final straw is that he accidentally fucked up by tearing up a concert ticket. This guy was on the edge for a very, very long time. And when a human being is pushed to the edge like this, there's no telling what they'll do. A cornered animal, if you will. And so, you know, all
I
it
ran
really
for
takes
presidency
is
when I did that.
this guy, he was edging, if you will.
What did he say?
Prosecution, please define edging for the stenographer.
Edging in this concept means getting really, really close to the breaking the law, but not quite. And now they're just waiting for just like a little push to finally go over that edge and climax.
Prosecution, am I to understand that you were accusing the defense of edging crime, but not actually having committed a crime?
I think he did commit the crime. I think he did climax. Movie director, you have a very good photographic memory, don't you?
Yeah.
Would you say this beautiful bald man was there at the terrorist graffiti?
Yeah, it looks pretty bald to me, so yeah.
That's him!
Your Honor, almost 30% of individuals in the world are bald.
Where's your evidence to support this claim?
Takes off his
Me.
hat. I knew it. I knew it.
So 30% of the world is bald, so it could be almost anybody. You put it into that and tie it in that my client can't read or write. She just proved that he's an idiot by ripping up his concert ticket. He has no idea what he's doing. You think he's gonna be able to cause domestic terrorism in the 5th degree at 7-Eleven? The only degree he knows is the degree the owner, and he don't use that because he's an idiot.
People have spoken.
Oh, fuck.
Your client is, in fact, guilty of domestic terrorism in the 5th degree at 7-Eleven
Damn.
and guilty of decapitating the Buc-ee's
Sorry,
mascot
man.
head. I sentence him to 87 years of hard labor and 93 years life sentence in a supermax prison.
Sheesh.
Guilty
God
as suck.
damn,
That is
dude.
awesome.
Oh, yes! I got someone! Yes! I got Max!
Oh, yes!
Are you talking about like the Maxor?
Hey guys, it's Maxor here.
Yo,
Let's go. We can hear you.
Dude.
let's go.
What's
I'm
up?
so excited. Okay, Max, this is Koe, this is Shocks, and this is Nagzz.
What's up?
What's up?
Yes, here's my client. The wonderful Mr.
Oh! I've seen your videos, brother. You definitely know what's going on here. This is going to be awesome. Court is now in session for the trial of Miquella. We have prosecutor Shocks and defense Maxor with Bao as our journalist and Nagzz as our witness. Prosecution, if you want to make your case.
Yes, so we are here to discuss the heinous crimes of one Miquella the Kind. Of course, the charges being kidnapping 4th degree. I would like to direct your attention to Exhibit 1A, the subject's search history. we can clearly see here that defendant was searching up greased up large buff men and ordering a large supply of baby oil from Johnson & Johnson.
All right. Defense, it is your turn.
The search history and the baby oil can be properly and easily explained, Your Honor, through hyperinflation, Your Honor. We've all witnessed it. There's no need for any specific witness. That's just like an economic reality. Now, understandably, one would be in favor of buying bulk purchases of products in order to escape the ensuing purchasing power decline in my defendant's wallet and bank account. Now, as we can see, the amount of baby oil that he had purchased is clearly too much for the entirety of Radon to be covered, his brother, to be covered in baby oil, number one. Number two, okay, what?
Oh, we got breaking news.
See, this... Second of all, Miquella is in fact slightly, Your Honor, but however, I would argue not too zesty. For legally, Miquella's abilities, as we will call them, and his intentions are to be first defined as hypnosis.
So, question, did the defendant hypnotize somebody to kill another?
Miquella not only did not cause one to commit murder, but also I accidentally selected that. Miquella has in fact done the opposite. Yes, the opposite of what you claim. Because Miquella is possibly the only person in all of the lands between to have resurrected one from the grasp of destined death. Your Honor, this is unprecedented, and frankly, the prosecution's ignorance to the overcoming of destined death. This is very serious, and might I add, he may represent, you know, interests regarding the Glomide Queen, the original possessor of destined death, as you can see in subsection 41, paragraph C2 of the Elden Ring
Objection,
lore
Your
from
Honor.
Miyazaki himself.
Specious evidence. The defense claims that, if I understand the defense correctly, that their client is not guilty of the crimes because they brought someone back from destined death. But I will remind this court that the lands between and everyone in this room who made an oath to the Halig tree knows that our land was built on law, legal foundation.
All right,
Just
I'll
because
stop
bring
you
someone
right
back-
there. There is a lot of nerd talk happening right now.
Oh man.
And right now, what we have established is that Miquella has had a lot of baby oil. Breaking news? Oh,
Objection!
objection to what? Prosecutor?
I do not enjoy sissy hypno.
I don't know. This picture's pretty damning.
The court will not acknowledge the recent ones? All right.
Your Honor, I'd like to present
Yes.
into evidence a left on red message from the defendant's brother, Radon, to
Oh?
the defendant, Miquella. It says, and I quote, "Hey, baby boy, are you up? I got the oil." Smiley face.
Who said that again?
That was sent from the defendant to the defendant's brother, Radon.
What is the supposed significance of the fact that the message was left unread? Are you perhaps insinuating something by the fact that it is unread?
I believe your client was.
Hold on, we got breaking news. The Google Docky! It seems like we have a Google documentation from Radon, which so happens to be the brother, Don Red.
Radon rejected the defendant's advances. The defendant, incensed, got a little too angry, a little too zesty, and kidnapped their
What
brother.
is zesty in this regard?
Being homosexual, Your Honor.
It is June.
Pride Month.
Yes. It is June, you're right.
Simply, I can't think of anything else besides this, is, of course, Radon's driver's license. Now,
Okay.
of course, one thing that we need to remember is that Miquella, my client, is legally a minor, meaning that, of course, Miquella and Radon, he would need to go to Radon in order to be driven to the meeting place in the first place, meaning that I do not believe
counter
that
this.
this is of a predatory nature, Your Honor.
Hold on, overruled.
I would like to submit to the court Article 420B, a rental car was used under Miquella's name, using a fake ID from the Land of Shadows, suggesting that Miquella in fact drove the vehicle, and we can see in the history of the car that they had to clean baby oil stains out of the back.
Oh, so they found baby oil stains.
We also have evidence of them.
Stained
He was
apron.
cooking, Your Honor. Otherwise, he would not be wearing an apron.
He was cooking with baby oil?
Yes.
Cooking.
My honor.
What do you?
He's a child. Like, do you think he's good at cooking?
Only thing your client is guilty of cooking is a bomb to derail a train between the Lands Between and the Lands of Shadow.
Oh.
Which is why we had to wait 2 years for the DLC.
Well, damn.
I have evidence from security camera footage of Miquella randomly staring at people in the subway. Although those people are completely uninvolved. He takes the subway.
Your Honor, is a subway not a train? Also, my claim is that the train was stopped because of a terrorist attack induced by
Stopped in a
your client.
location a subway will not transport him to.
Your Honor, are we sure that the defense hasn't been gaslit and hypnotized by the defendant to defend him?
No, that's great. That's great stuff. That'd be insane. That'd be.
Can you provide evidence that you're not being gaslit right now? Do you have baby oil anywhere on you? Would you like to call a witness at all?
I would like to call upon the witness to clarify the situation as to whether or not Miquella was transported via car onto a train onto the snowy Altus Plateau, or perhaps taking a subway car to the supposed location.
This court calls upon the first witness. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day for coming in as a witness for this case.
Is she hard of hearing?
Can you hear me?
I don't fear you. No, thank you, Your Honor.
No, not fear. Not you're scared of me. Can you hear? Hear.
Yes.
You are a witness in this case for the defendant, stating that you saw the defendant not blowing up a train and actually staring at people in the subway. Were you getting stared at?
I can't see very well.
Okay, Mrs. Holland, can you see the defendant now?
Yes.
Okay, did you see the defendant?
I don't need to pee.
Did you see the defendant staring at you in the subway?
I don't see very well.
Did you see the defendant, though?
No.
So he wasn't in the subway.
I didn't run away. No.
No, subway.
I'm full.
Not the sandwich.
This directly contradicts the dated evidence of staring in the subway. Was there possibly somebody who looks like a lost blonde
Your
child
Honor,
with lots of hair?
The defense is the one who submitted the evidence of the staring in the subway. This is
I am out of.
The prosecution will now.
I'm
All right, bye.
famished.
Oh, the prosecution calls its primary witness to the stand Santa Claus.
Oh!
Judge, I'm very sorry. I'm claustrophobic.
Okay.
I just got it.
Cool.
I have a phobia of Santa.
Get over it.
I will do my best, Judge.
It's fucking Santa Claus.
Please don't say his name directly
In
to me.
vain.
I start to shake.
Write an article to distract yourself from the oncoming clause.
Oh, is that baby oil on him?
My client
I know
is
that
known
guy.
for.
From where?
In Eldon, near the Erd tree.
So you recognize him from Eldon near the Erd tree.
I seen him at the Erd tree. Ho, 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 ho.
Your Honor, Lanedale is a city located directly at the foot of the Erd tree.
Oh.
Like, that's where it is.
If I was to put a picture of an Erd tree next to a Halig tree, would you understand the difference? Your Honor, a Halig tree is the tree in which Miquella fostered himself so that he could grow strong and commit these crimes.
Oh.
Also, I'd like to reiterate to the court that although the defendant appears young, that is literally a curse that they have been cursed with, to appear young. That does not indicate their age.
This court ruling could define the legal definition of age going forward. This is absolutely unprecedented.
Is that right?
Now, I am, of course, under the impression that what matters is both the physicality, but also the mental state in which my client exists. And in that regard, I would prefer, I would believe it legally necessary for my client to be defined legally as a child.
Okay, which tree did you see him under again, Santa?
The Erd tree. Maybe it was the Halig tree.
All right, Santa. Was it the Halig or was it the Erd tree?
I don't see very well.
Wait a minute.
Your Honor,
It's the old lady.
What a twist!
You're not Santa Claus. The jig is up,
Your Honor.
old lady.
the prosecution. Yes, in my closing statements, I would just like to say, if the defendant is found guilty, I will send everyone pictures of oiled up millennia. Thank you.
Yes!
All right. And with that being said,
Wait, Judge! Judge! I need you to check the group chat.
what in the world? This is what was
Your
sent
Honor,
in.
if you-
More breaking news. And with all that being said, the jury will decide
Well?
next.
Weird, kindly femboy touch.
He's doing sissy.
All right. I just made jury. Go ahead and place your votes to see whether or not Miquella is guilty or not guilty.
Judge, I would like to point
Yeah, you
out that
left
the option, like the Twitch poll is a yes or no, and you did leave it guilty or not guilty. So
So this ain't yes or no. It doesn't.
I think most
a yes
people
or
would
no
understand
question.
yes as
Wait, hold on. I'm misunderstanding something. What? Guilty or not? Oh!
yes is guilty and no is not guilty.
And the results are in. The
Guilty.
jury has come back. What is your verdict, jury? They have said not guilty.
What? What?
What?
They voted no for innocent, so it's guilty.
The poll was rigged. I can't.
Wait, I think you might have fucked up, Your Honor. I think you may have fucked up, Your Honor.
I love our judicial system.
No, if you'll excuse me, I must lather myself up.
What a twist!
These courts have sagas,
He
dude.
actually literally got off on a technicality. That's actually what happened.
No,
Can you tell
you
the
did very
difference
good.
between a Erd tree and a Halig tree? I can't see very well.
did you have fun?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, good. That's fine.